What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another the Mods 8 Hardcore Minecraft video. My name is JawshyGG, and today we're going to be doing some stuff. So, kind of show you a little bit about what I've been doing off recording to try to do some inventory management and stuff. I'm moving over all of my cobble, deep slate, my cobblestone, endstone, and netherrack into this bag right here to kind of free up a significant amount of this space, because as you can see, I have 1 million cobblestone. I had 2 million at one point, and I also had like 1 million netherrack and over 1 million cobble deep slate because of the quarry. I also have all the armors and everything set up in here to basically filter through, just to mostly just clean up all of this stuff because it was getting kind of annoying to look at. But that's not all I've done off recording. So let's go take a look here at our fission area. Boop. And this does come to a little bit of, there are a couple problems with this because I'm still not 100% sure what I'm doing when it comes to this. But you can kind of see from here, I've upgraded and increased the size of both my turbine and my fission reactor, fission reactor. And you can also see I have the fusion reactor right here, which I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with it. So I kind of just letting it do its thing. So I assume this is probably going to be pushing. I don't actually know what it's doing. This right here is also slowly but surely, well, not really actually. I was going to say slowly but surely doing all the process for that, and we're up to 149 MB for our first antimatter. But the issue that I have with the antimatter is that it takes like, I think, 1,000 MB to make one, and we need 10. So yeah, basically one of the biggest issues that I have here is this right here. If I'm not pushing power out of this right here, it significantly lowers the overall coolant tank, and basically the water just drains out of it because it's just getting trapped in there. It's not pushing from the actual vents from up there. And if we look at here, my vents are limiting and my blades are limiting. So I have to figure out how to fix that so that where it's not limiting. I'm actually genuinely surprised with how easy it was to upgrade this. But you can kind of see here, we're able to push out about, well, I can't burn anything more than 10 because I don't have enough water sources. I need to figure out a good solution for that. That is empty. This right here is empty. I am pushing steam into this so that whenever this gets full, it should stop trying to push the steam through there and push the steam into the trash can. But I have a bunch of sinks set up here specifically so that I can try to manage the water flow, but I don't know if each individual sink needs to be in its own fusion reactor port. So that's something I'm definitely going to have to kind of look into. A couple things about this right here. This was actually a lot easier than I anticipated it to be. So these are electric pumps, and they're pushing out, obviously they're pulling water, but they're separating the water with making it heavy water. I don't know the exact specifics behind it, but to kind of show you what it's doing is it's pushing the heavy water down here into our electrolytic separator, which is turning the heavy water here into both deuterium and oxygen. I have the oxygen setting up right here, and I could probably go about emptying this oxygen tank. I'm not entirely sure how I'll do that though. But then I also have, or at least I had, some brine communicating through this rotary this rotary condensator into a solar neutron activator, which is now sending my tritium through to my fusion reactor. I did at first have it going in here to create the DT fuel, but you only need that particularly for the start, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know much about this. I need to do some research on what this is. I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing with this, so I'm going to have to kind of look into that. But this right here, you can see it is slowly but surely going. If I were to change these are both fission, so if I were to push more power into my fission reactor here. So for instance, if I were to take this, well, it wouldn't do it right now because it's blocked off. But regardless, if I were to block it off from going to my fusion reactor, this right here would go a lot faster, but it would drain the polonium very, very quickly. So basically, I just have to adjust from there. But also, another thing I did was I set up this simple little farm over here for obsidian, diamond, and inferium essence. And the reason I'll say this, there's a big reason why I'm not using obsidian. I don't have a bunch of obsidian around. I have 498 of these. I have 365 of those. I have 192 two times compressed, 128 one time compressed, and I could probably make a couple of these. I don't actually know how many I'd be able to make. Let's just do 10. Yeah, we can make 10 of those. Let's see, where to go right here. Can we make 10 more? We can make 10 more. Okay, cool. Can we make 10 more? We cannot because we're missing a little bit. We can now make a 4-star or four times compressed, which if you know anything about the ATM star requirements, we need a 5 times. So we have to make, which actually probably should put the seeds back. The obsidian seeds, at least. Obsidian seeds. I did actually have a bunch of these laid out. 1, 2, 3. And I want to kind of show you, tell you guys, if you are unfamiliar with this particular type of setup, I don't remember the YouTuber I actually watched do this. I think it was JawshyGG. Basically, you set up a 9x9 plot with a singular opening in the middle where you'll put your water and you'll put a, what is it called? I for some reason cannot, let me break that one real quick. A harvester pylon. And basically what that will do is that will, actually don't really know what it will do. I'll have to, harvester pylon, this bad boy right here, which all you need is 3 quartz slabs, 2 iron bars, a hay bale, and 3 polished blackstone. This harvest crops in a configurable radius around the pylon, just placed inside or above the water blocks. And then you can set up you have to set up a chest above it so that it can dump the inventory in. And I set up this modular router with a activator module to kind of show you what the activator module looks like. You right click in the air and then you would select down and then you would throw it back in there. And I have an inferium watering can because that's all I can make at this moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and it does a 3x3 kind of block. I'm not necessarily going to do anything too crazy here. Obviously, this is more than a 3x3, but I do want as much obsidian coming in here as possible so that we can finish up that one and I can pull that seed. And the reason I haven't, big reason why I haven't been able to pull the put more diamond seeds in is because diamond seeds are relatively expensive. I don't have 4 supremium. I only have 3 supremium essence. I could probably make 1 more supremium essence. But the issue that I'm running into here is if I do that, it's going to take 5,604 prosperity shards. Now, before you get into any kind of confusion right here, I did go through the end and actually do a couple run throughs with my Fortune 8 pickaxe here, and was able to get a significant amount. We have 12,726 now, which is a lot more than we had prior. And that allowed us the opportunity to get, well, some more material so that we could technically make 1 more supremium essence. But there's a big issue with that. If I wanted to make 2 more, it would take 11,000. Let's say I wanted to make 5 more so I can make 2 seeds, I would need 15,000 more prosperity shards. And while prosperity shard hunting in the end can be rather easy for the most part, it is absolutely time consuming. And it is one of those things that I'm not a big fan of. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot away from, what I'm trying to do for each individual video. And I don't want to just be sitting here doing this, like right here. This is osmium, never mind. I don't want to be sitting here doing a bunch of resource collecting specifically just on recording Well, I know you guys said, yeah, do it. It's fine because it's, it's cool. It's fine. Everything will work out. Uh, well, I appreciate the sentiment. I'm very much trying to avoid having nothing but resource collection, even though I must say these next few, probably dozen videos will very likely be mostly resource heavy type of videos, specifically because of the fact that it's going to take a lot more resources for us to get anywhere close to finishing the ATM star. I mean, we still need a bunch more unobtainium, allthemodium alloy blocks. We still need the final piece for the final pieces for the dimensional seed. We still need the antimatter for the Wither's compass. We still need the EV solar panel, which is I think the only thing we need left in this one, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look. But the EV solar panel, if you take a look here, requires 6 HV panels, which I'll put it this way. I have the EV solar panel as a craftable item here. If I do this, it shows that I'm just missing a singular antimatter. So I am very close to finishing a lot of this stuff for the ATM star. It is going to take a lot of more time, and I'm very well aware of that. I wish that the I probably need to. I definitely need to do something about the vent system, but I'd need to figure out what I can do for the reactor, because the max burn rate is 78 MB per tick. I can only burn 5 MB per tick without it, or up to I think 9 MB per tick without it pretty much breaking or falling apart and running out of water. And to kind of show you that, I'm not just saying that because I don't want to, I'm just being cautious. If I were to do 9.4, look at the water, water doesn't go down. Now let's do 9.6. Water still staying up. All right, 9.8. It's gonna call my bluff right now of all times. 10. It's calling my bluff. 12. I kid you not. I was 110% trying this, and everything that I did took the water, the coolant down under 10. 20 will absolutely do it. 20 is not doing it either. Okay, I'm making myself look like an idiot here. About 25. Hmm. 30. Look, I promise you guys, I was trying this for so long, trying to figure out a way to get this to allow me to do higher burn rates. 35. There we go. So 35. Now it was doing that constantly. So 32 will go back up. Let's just leave it at 30 and see where we're at with our it's just so nerve-wracking to me because I promise you guys I was okay. So that has 80 or 90,000 now. This has nothing. This is completely full. So if I were to, okay, so now I'm actually quite curious. 157. Okay, so if I were to do this right here, well, actually, I don't want to do that because I feel like if I do, just check to make sure this isn't going down. It's not going down. Okay, so we'll leave it at 30 for the time. I promise you guys, I was trying for the longest time. And of course it's going to work now. Oh boy, I'm recording and it's like, haha, I'm going to make you look like an idiot. So that helps out a little bit, but one of the issues that I have is as soon as that's done, I mean, granted, I'll be able to make, antimatter regardless. Yeah, right here. You see how the steam is, it's staying steady. It seems like it's staying steady. It's pushing just under 300,000 per tick, which is good. I just need to make sure I'm maintaining this because I don't want it to go too high. Because once it starts going too high, that's when this starts malfunctioning and start. Now you'll notice that I have 0 damage. So I've had it happen one time where this steamed up completely. This was 100% steam. And this basically was unable to push steam into there, and it wasn't able to push steam fast enough, or that it was pushing steam too fast, and the water just was not able to keep up through all the vents. So maybe I need more vents, and to do that, I would have to build up, which would be fine. It wouldn't be that big of a problem, but there's still so many things that I'll have to do to be able to get to that point, to be able to build up. So this has 6,000 in it. This is still kind of popping through it. It's maintaining 2,000. I want to figure out a better solution for the energy, because energy is absolutely something that is going to be critical for the pretty much this particular device. So let's see here. I don't want to take anything away from it using on there, my turbine, but I'm thinking maybe, because this right here is completely full. It's not completely full. It is. It seems like it's recharging, or charging up just a little bit. I'm actually curious about this. I want to see if I block off this right here from being used, and it's only pushing energy to that. This will obviously stop working. This will basically... I mean, I could double up on the energy consumption by using both the fusion reactor and the fission reactor. Or I could stop using the fission reactor and just use the fusion reactor. But I'm still not 100% sure how I'm supposed to do this. Like, if we go into Mechanism Advanced, there's this one tab right here. The fusion reactor can produce up to 200 MRF per tick on its own. But first we need to understand some mechanics. The easiest way to produce power is by pumping in deuterium and tritium separately, then controlling how much fuel is burned through the injection rate in the fuel tab. This has to be an even number with a max of 98, as it combines the D and T fuel inside of the reactor itself. The consumption of each fuel is equal to half of the injection rate per tick, meaning 49 MB per tick of each for the max. Okay, so the consumption of each fuel is equal to half the ejection rate. The injection rate. So if I'm to say, let's see here, what is my... So this has a lot. This has 63,000 tritium, and this has 1.4, almost 1.5 million deuterium. I could probably bump this up to 20, because I think 10 MB per tick should be fine. I'm just curious how this works, because basically, if you look, it's supposed to have 50 million FE stored, and I don't know how to pull that energy out, if that makes any sense. So you can see it has, stored 294, producing 499 FE per tick, which is not that much considering the fact. If we do 50, that still stays the same. So this is not basically pushing or doing anything. So let's put that back down to 20. I don't want to end up blowing up my fusion reactor. And I'm trying to keep tabs on this, because I do not trust that this coolant tank will not start emptying out. So this is going at a decent pace. I do want to point out, I feel like, and it's beneficial when it becomes nighttime and this stops working right here, or this gets completely full. This has a very long line, so it would take a lot for this particular set of cables to fill up. But basically, if this cable fills up, that's full, and this starts filling up with steam, we have a problem right here too. So I know I've been talking a lot of gibberish, But really, what I'm trying to figure out with this is how am I supposed to, where am I supposed to get this energy stored to? How do I do this? Let's get rid of this and let's do a energy cell. Let's creative one. I don't want a creative one. I want an energy cube. Let's do cube. And then let's grab one that can do, so probably the ultimate. I feel like maybe this will work. Of course, I don't have my I saw the heavy water flowing up and down on the pipes, and I got kind of nervous there. I thought my my pipes had messed up. I also need to figure. I still take this out of my hand when I'm trying to do stuff that requires a right click. Okay. Let's grab some iron ingots and throw them in there and let this make the infused alloy, and then now we'll go back. I'm just so confused. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I don't need that one. I need this one right here. Actually, it is this one right here. Wait, where's my basic? What? Oh, there we go. It's weird. Make 2 more of these. I wonder if me doing this will help with the storage. No. I don't know what I'm doing. Is there a mechanism battery? Where's a mechanism battery? I'll have to look into that, see what I have to do to complete that quest, because that's gonna drive me insane if I can't see this. Well, actually, let me pick this up. Maybe click submit. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Anyway, let's see where we're at with our antimatter. We're at 192, so we have a long ways to go. We still need about 808 left. Yeah, it's so ridiculous that it takes that much just for that to work. Because this quest doesn't actually tell me what I need to do for this. It just says 50 million FE. I don't know. Use task screen to complete. What is task screen? Where's the task screen? Am I missing something? I assume it's probably just like this is the task screen. So how do I show that it's stored 50 million FE? Is it even on? That's another question I probably should be asking. So this is going. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. We'll just kind of let it do its thing, see what happens. But pretty much this is filling up. It's kind of staying stable. For the most part, this is basically pulling. I don't know. It's hard to kind of gauge where that's at, like in terms of how much is being produced. But basically, like if this right here empties, this right here empties, and this right here empties, there's going to be a slight problem, especially if this empties, because then this is not going to be pushing as much power. And that's why I'm trying to keep it kind of flowing the way that it's flowing. God, I'm so confused right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. It probably shows too. But these fusion reactors, all these heavy machine things that it requires, it's just so weird to me. Um, it's not changing anything when I do that, though. That's the thing. Like, I genuinely have no idea what the what any of this stuff means. Like, if we go back to our fusion reactor, pump in the fuel, then activate your laser amplifier. If done right, you'll see the reactor activate. I mean, I did have everything kind of flowing appropriately. I'd like to think, at least. So this is starting to fill back up. This is emptied. Yeah, so that's fine. I mean, everything's working. That's probably a good sign. Except for this, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be expecting some comments on how much of an idiot I am regarding this particular device. Because this genuinely makes no sense to me. Let's see. Passive generation is 4 million FE per tick. Steam production is 3 million MB per tick. Passive generation is 1 mil FE per tick. It's water cooled, air cooled, but that's basically just we're doing fuel here. Injection rate of 20. I don't know what that means. This is building up. I don't know what these are. I genuinely have no idea what's going on right now, and why none of this stuff is working. Oh. You see how this is now empty. Luckily, it's still pushing steam into the nuke. Oh, wait, no, hold on. The steam is steady, thankfully. I think because I'm still pushing stuff into there. But I guess what we could do here is I could throw in to make some more unobtainium allthemodium alloys. Let's do 10 of these. Just to start. See what this does. Now, obviously, this should start going down. This actually isn't even going down. Hold on. There's a problem. Slight problem. Probably the slight I don't know why I came back here. The slight problem is very likely the fact that I do not have that particular device over here set for that particular power source. Even though there is power going to that, yeah, I don't have this set to fission. Which now this should, in retrospect, in theory, help maintain power flowing through the... Yeah, this is going back up. I don't know how much uranite I have in there. I probably should check. My little outgrow over here is coming up nicely. It should, in theory, help kind of keep things somewhat steady and calm. As long as this isn't going up. So this is barely going up. Because it is using this fission one. So maybe that's a benefit for us, because once daytime comes, obviously this right here is up to 130,000. This should start pulling in more of the stuff that we need. This is up to 204. So, I mean, it's going to take a couple days to be able to build a singular antimatter pellet. But, you know, I have faith. I have faith. So the steam is steady. That is the biggest concern, primarily because I believe it's pushing the steam into energy here. But you can see we're producing roughly about 685,000 FE per tick, which is significantly better than what we were producing. And we go back and look at our alloys now, and we're up to, I don't actually know, I can't check the crafting here. The coolant tank is still good. So far, so good. So far, so good. So I think what I'll do is I'll do some research in regards to the fusion reactor, because I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to that. I'll make sure that this right here stays steady and stable. I'll keep an eye on my alloys, because, I mean, we need a ridiculous amount of these unobtainium allthemodium. Well, not really a ridiculous amount. We just need 28. And I think it's only 28, right? Yeah, 28. We're up to 4 because I have one. I think I threw one in there that I don't know. I'll have to look. But as long as this doesn't get completely full to 6.73 GFE, we should be okay because the steam will stay steady until that. Which actually I think it's the reason why it's still going up is because the alloys are using the the power generators, and then after they finish using the power generators, they'll start using the quantum entangler that we have set up down there, which will then start pushing everything that we need power-wise down, but that might affect our antimatter production, which is limited to say the least, but pretty much common, simple, pretty enjoyable. Let's take a look at how our obsidian's going. See what I mean? You see what I mean? Like, now we have a ridiculous amount of obsidian. I also learned a trick that I don't know why I haven't been doing a lot sooner. If you hold control and shift at the same time, you can actually put everything in at the same time without doing the whole arguing with yourself while you're tapping each individual freaking item while holding shift. It's, anyway. But I think that's going to do this video. I know that I did not really do anything. I just wanted to kind of show off our general production that we've accomplished here. We have a long way to go. We absolutely do. And it's going to take some time for us to kind of get to where we need to be. So I'll continue monitoring the power situation. I'll continue monitoring our coolant levels. I really do not want this to go into critical mode because I have so much stuff here that I do not have the resources at the moment to be able to rebuild. But I will continue kind of like looking through all this stuff and see what I can come up with regarding, well, how I do any of it. I know some of you guys out there are able to like create antimatter in a very quick fashion, and I'm quite jealous of that. But just know that I'm still very new to this machinery stuff, and it makes it very difficult for me to do anything other than just kind of sit around and wait. So with that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you did. If you didn't, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I could do differently to make these videos more enjoyable. And also subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.